Hi, this is Connie Giordano with Walking in Truth Ministry. Join me now as I deliver this stirring message from God's holy word. In Ephesians 5:16, the Apostle Paul made a compelling statement that we can relate to. That statement is, because the days are evil. What did he mean by that? He was describing days filled with various afflictions and adversaries, days full of difficulty and dangers by reason of men's hatred, days of the grossest ignorance, immorality, and profaneness, and days when evil would be in power and evil influence and iniquity would abound. This being so, the Apostle Paul issued this instruction to all believers: redeem the time. What did he mean by this? He was exhorting all believers to make the best use of their time, improve every present moment, buy up every opportunity, and buy up moments which others throw away through sloth, ease, pleasure, and worldly business. He was exhorting all believers to rescue time from the waste can of unwise living and bring it into the place of good, God-glorifying use. He was exhorting all believers to employ their time by gaining useful knowledge through prayer and self-examination, by doing good to others, by employing it for the purpose of an honest livelihood for self and others, and by endeavoring to do the will of God. Paul certainly was a good example of one who redeemed the time. He understood the importance of this godly mandate of making the most of every opportunity allotted him. In 1 Corinthians 4:1-2, he said, "Let a man so account of us as of the ministers of Christ and stewards of the mysteries of God. Moreover, it is required in stewards that a man be found faithful." In 1 Corinthians 15:10, he said, "But by the grace of God I am what I am. And his grace which was bestowed upon me was not in vain. But I labored more abundantly than they all. Yet not I, but the grace of God which was with me." In Philippians 2:16, he said, "Holding forth the word of life, that I may rejoice in the day of Christ, that I have not run in vain, neither labored in vain." Stop and ask yourself, what do you value most in life? Do you value time? John Piper said, "Surely God means for our minutes on earth to count for something significant." Do you believe that? Philip Chesterfield said, "Know the value of time. Snatch, seize, and enjoy every minute of it." Matthew Henry said, "Our time is a talent given by God for some good end, and it is misspent and lost when it is not employed according to his design." John Trapp said, "The common complaint is we lack time, but the truth is we do not so much lack it as waste it." John Chrysostom said, "It is better to lose anything than to lose time. We can recover lost money, but time is irrecoverable." Bruce Wilkerson said, "The difference between one man and another lies largely in his use of time. Precept Austin said, "Don't just mark time, use time to make your mark." Let me stop and ask you, are you doing this? Are you using time to make your mark? Antonio Herrera, a time management consultant, once asked, what if you had to pay in advance $100 an hour for the time allotted to you? Would you waste it? I remind you once again of the Apostle Paul's words as found in Ephesians 5:16, which says, redeeming the time because the days are evil. There's no doubt about it. We are living in an evil time. What are you instructed to do? To redeem the time. In other words, make the most of every opportunity to do good to the bodies and souls of men. I leave you with the words of a song by Robin Mark. When it's all been said and done, there is just one thing that matters. Did I do my best to live for truth? Did I live my life for you? Lord, I'll live my life for you. Let me ask you, is that your intention?